This is the place where my journey first began 10 years ago, when I was journaling about whether or not to make the change, take the leap of faith that changed my life completely. I was, weighing the options of staying in the familiar, in the known, in the safe zone, and go for the life of my dreams, but I didn't know how. And I just knew that I couldn't get there staying where I was. And so, it could have gone so many different ways, but I knew it deep in my heart that it was the only way to find out, to go and find out, and yes, to take that leap of faith and trust my intuition, trust the unknown, because the people, places, situations that belonged to my past could hold only a version of me that wasn't the version of me that could hold the future that I wanted to build. And so I did. And so I chose to have faith. I chose hope. I chose love over fear. And from that moment on, I had to keep making that choice over and over again. There is a cross up there on that hill. There is like a huge cross overlooking the cliff. And that is the symbol that kept appearing on my journey in every intersection between the old timeline and the timeline where I wanted to go. And that cross as a sign kept showing up and reminded me that I have a choice. I am at the intersection between the linear time and the 5D dimension of consciousness. And I am here to choose love and to believe in myself and to believe in this higher power and to believe that I am the creator of my own life. And so each time that cross appeared in names, in people, in churches, in situations, I have it tattooed on my back as well, and I didn't know the meaning of it before getting that tattooed. And it also has wings on the sides of the cross to symbolize the choice of freedom, of liberation from fear, and to choose my higher self. And it's so crazy thinking back about all this crazy journey. It has not been easy, but I could not be more grateful for everything. When you're in the situation, sometimes it's like hard to see that hold on. When you are in the situation, sometimes it's hard to see that everything is on your path for you to learn a lesson and to grow. And sometimes it looks like lost, like everything's falling apart and everything, but that is only making space for the new to enter in your life. And there were maybe people that tried to take my light away, that tried to hurt me, that lied to me, that tried to manipulate me, but I am thankful to them. I am forgiving them right now because they were there for a reason. Everything was divinely orchestrated. If that didn't happen, I wouldn't have learned the lesson. I wouldn't have worked on myself and gained the skills to be where I am right now. And so that is how I keep choosing love instead of letting these people numb my heart and be like, oh, bad people want to hurt me. No, they are hurting, and they are hurting themselves, and as a consequence, I hurt everyone else. But if I hold on to it and I make it a personal story, I'm hurting myself too with their energy. But if I see the bigger perspective and I see how, yes, they were there for a reason, and they helped me actually. Like, you know, like the haters sometimes are your biggest supporters, because they're like paving the path for you to shine. They think they're hurting you, but they're actually giving you more attention, more energy for you to be able to transmute it into light. If it wasn't for them to give me the motivation to better myself, to work on myself, to stick to my goals, no matter what they did or they said to me, I wouldn't be here. And so I can only rewrite this story with gratitude and an immense joy in my heart for everything that has been and everything that will be. Because when you keep choosing love, there is absolutely nothing else that can hold you back. We have a free will and we have a choice, love or fear. Everything else is an illusion. This is the only choice that we make. And you are love. So when you choose love, when you choose to be the pure essence of who you really are, the universe will always support you. It will rearrange around your frequency. It will mirror that to you, because you write your own story. You are the writer. You are the painter. The canvas is white for you to write on it whatever you want to. It doesn't matter what people do, what people say. You are the one who transforms that into light, into power. The more I kept choosing love, the more the path kept appearing, and I didn't know where I was going, but I was choosing to trust one step at a time, and the way kept appearing in front of me over and over and over again. Because when you choose your heart's desires, you'll always be provided and supported. But we don't even know what our heart's desires are until we are aligned with our true selves. And so I was just following the choice. I was just following to overcome my fears. I was like individuating, oh, I'm scared of this. Why am I scared of this? And so I'm going, and that's where I'm going to work on it. I am walking towards the fear to undo it, because I know that love is on the other side of fear. Myself is on the other side of fear. Fears are just blockages to my true nature and to who I truly am. And so that's what I kept doing. I kept following the fear and transforming it into love. And that's what brought me here, back full circle, realizing all of my dreams, all of my desires, all that I could have ever wanted before, because it was coming from my heart. It wasn't coming from the ego of like, I want that specific thing. Those are still like ego desires. I mean, once you're aligned, yes, you can set those goals and you can pursue them from alignment by staying aligned. But until you're working on finding your true self, finding your alignment, then we don't know with the mind where we want to go. Where we want to go is simply home to ourselves. And this is where I just came back to. I just came back home to myself, to the fullest version of me, to the woman that I always wanted to be. And I couldn't be more grateful to myself and more proud of me for being who I am, and for always choosing love, and for always getting rid of my fears and my programming, of my societal conditionings and my limiting beliefs, and the guilt for not listening to family that wants to keep you small because they live off of these limiting beliefs and they don't even know it, but we can't change them. Finding the alignment and surrendering to God's will, letting go of the ego, and just being in your heart and just keep choosing love. And all of these steps are for you to find your center and find yourself, and then from there you're gonna just keep walking the path and just be more aware of the tricks and the illusions, and say no, and keep saying no and no and no to all the fears and all the limitations that wants to be casted upon you. And it's so crazy how literally everything has always fallen into place. The universe has always provided the way for me and all of the blessings when I chose alignment, when I chose love. And I return here as a person that helps others to do this, and I couldn't be more fulfilled and satisfied in my heart to help people to undo their fears, to walk through the fears and transform it into love and into power, and see their lives change and see their lives get filled with light and rewrite their story as I did. This is truly the most fulfilling thing in my entire existence. It's what I came here to do, and I am so deeply thankful for everything that has been and will be. Thank you so much, my friend, for watching this video. I love you.